Hey, how are ya? It's the first few days of November. It's like 42 degrees and sprinkling on and off today. We're here on the banks of the Allegheny River, and I have to decide if I want to buy this property or not. They have accepted my offer. Well, not formally, but they said they would accept it if I want to move forward. So don't tell them, but I'm gonna camp here tonight and see if this feels like home. So we're gonna camp here tonight, and I'm gonna decide if this is gonna be the land that I've been looking to purchase along the Allegheny River for the last 15 years. That's been my dream, and we're gonna see if I wanna make that dream a reality now or wait for something better. That says it all. Beautiful fall day. The time has now changed, so the days are short. I'd say about 80% of the leaves are off the trees. Look at this view from this property though, the beautiful Allegheny River. So, full disclosure, I did not plan to come out and camp tonight. I looked at this property back around Labor Day weekend. It popped up at the end of August for sale. I do have a property tour video for this property that you have not seen yet. You probably won't see it until after this video because I have a deadline crunch to decide if I want to buy this property or not by tomorrow at noon. So this camp tonight is going to be this week's video. Again, I had no plans to come out tonight at all. My realtor called me yesterday and then followed up with me again this morning and said they are willing to take your number if you're still there. I said I haven't really thought about it in a while. My initial opinions on this property were it's great, but I would really like to find something more suitable to me. Price is nice. It's not 100% what I want, but it's in the it's close enough. So I threw a bunch of gear in my truck in about 20 minutes, drove out here. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon now. We've got a couple hours of daylight left, so we're gonna do a cozy, comfy truck camp tonight, and I'm gonna use that back seat awesome bed pickup truck air mattress assembly that I got. I used it at Walmart for the first time last month and absolutely love it. So brought the air fryer, bought my power station, brought my laptop, brought the truck mattress set. So we're gonna explore this place a little bit, do an awesome truck camp tonight. And in conjunction with shooting a video and whatnot, you know, I've been here for probably 45 minutes before I actually turned the camera on. I need to get a sense of if it feels like home, if it feels like somewhere I'll be spending most of my free and spare extra recreational time, you know, assumingly for the rest of my life. I only want to buy one place. Again, I'll be very transparent. The first time I came up here, they've dropped the price significantly. That's why they called me again. But for the price and what it is, I was not impressed, and it was a firm no. Again, that's why I haven't purchased it yet, but they dropped the price to what I thought was an insultingly low offer based on what they were asking, but also their asking price was ludicrous for what this is. So we're here and I have to decide. This is the property line. There's a stake right there and a stake right behind me to my left. It is a shared drive with these people who own a few lots going this way. So it's kind of like this rocks and tree outcropping over here is kind of like the property divider, and my lot would go this way. Making a decision like this is very daunting because it's not like if I buy this tomorrow per se and something better pops up next week, I can't just sell this in 5 minutes and go buy something else. This is the furthest north lot, and really the only area on the whole property to do anything with is where my truck is parked, and I'll kind of show that off a bit more as we're here. But the rest of it is all super steep, cliffy, mountainous region. The river is right here, and one of the things I didn't like about this last time I was here is there's a little trail down over here that goes to the river, but it's a very steep bank to a very muddy stretch of the river down there, so there's really no beach at all. Even when the water's low, there's really no good river access. It's all very rocky and steep. There's a private boat ramp down at the end of this road, but there's really no good river access here. It would make it troublesome for swimming and whatnot, and you know, I don't need my own ramp if there's a community ramp. There's a big enough flat piece of land to build something, you know, big porch here that wraps around to the front looking over this way, or even like a big deck off the front of it out over this hill. But there's really not much else to this opening up here. It's, you know, kind of just where I'm standing. I thought, you know, eventually I could put something on it. My dream is to do a old railroad car, like an old caboose. I thought I could put a caboose here and retrofit it, have that be like the kitchen area and bathroom and whatnot, and then have the deck and all that come off that, and then have a box car next to it, like connected like a train, you know, like with a deck between, and then have the bedrooms and like living room, whatever area, be in there. You know, that's ways down the road. I can't afford that by any means, but if not, they make modular log cabins. They make tiny homes. I even thought about getting a oversized like 15 by 15 shed. Could always build a porch and stuff off that. Power is right there. I can just run power. I don't know. This lady's down here walking her several dogs, 3 dogs, and has 2 cats following her. So 3 dogs and 2 cats. Check this out. I'm waiting till she passes so I don't get her face, but she's got 3 dogs on leashes, and then 1 cat, and there's another cat not too far behind. I wish Jessica was here. She would love this. There's the other cat right there. 3 dogs on leashes and 2 cats following her. That is so awesome. Yeah, there's the other cat right there. Hey, I'm an outdoor content creator, so I'm going to show you opening this tailgate door, because that's what we do, because we're outdoor content creators. I have my ABOK 3600 power station with me. It's pretty much going to do everything for me tonight. If you go watch my abandoned train tunnel stealth camp, I reviewed this for the first time, loved it. I also did a standalone review for this while I shot that. So if you want to know more about the ABOK 3600, links in the description, more info in the description. You can go watch the train tunnel video, go watch the standalone video. I beat the heck out of it and it still works really well. I use it all the time. I didn't come out here to make this video for ABOK, but I'm gonna use this thing heavily in this video. So since they are such an awesome partner of the channel and have been showering me with their lovely power stations for a year now, I'm always gonna shout them out whenever I'm using this. So ABOK, always be okay. 3600 power station, always be okay. Always be okay. Always be okay. ABOK, ABOK, always be okay. Hey, hey, bok. I'm an outdoor content creator, so I like to sing songs. This thing is my truck road trip, take with me, campsite use 3600 series. So I use this thing whenever I go truck camping. It's perfect. And as you can see, it's got all the regular plugs. It's got an RV plug, or you could plug your dryer into it. We've got 12-volt power. We've got regular USBs. We've got USB-Cs. I think if you're looking for a power station, you can watch my reviews, my other camping videos where I use mine. And I think if you're going to buy a power station, this should be the brand that you choose. I've always been more of like a simpleton when it came to like cooking and eating. You know, give me a frying pan over a fire, or a pot, or my jet boil is what I mainly use. And when I was packing the truck today, I was throwing this in here because I brought my laptop so I can watch a movie tonight, because I knew I was gonna truck camp. So tonight we're gonna be cooking dinner in the air fryer powered by the ABOK. And then I'm gonna use the ABOK to charge my laptop, or just throw on American Pickers or something. R.I.P. Frank. Rest in peace, Frank Fritz. I'm also going to use it to blow up that inflatable air mattress set that's specifically for the back of pickup trucks that Jessica got me as a gift. It's cold too. It's in the 40s and it's going to drop down to about 30 degrees tonight. So it's cold. The frost is on the pumpkin. 97% it says at the current draw, and the screen doesn't flash like that. That's because I'm filming, but just figured I'd point that out. At the current draw, it says 32 days it would last. So tonight we're having jalapeno poppers. These are from Aldi, cream cheese jalapeno poppers. I absolutely love these. I will eat the whole box, and tonight I'm gonna eat the whole box. So Also, I love to point out, this is all the litter I've picked up. So whoever owns this property, even though I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to buy it because it does not feel like home, I am going to camp here. So this is my entry fee for staying for 12 hours or so. All this litter I picked up. Don't litter. Pick up after yourself and pick up after other people if you can. I should not have an almost full tote in my truck bed just from not even anything, from 10 square feet. So pick up your litter, and my trash from the jalapenos are going to go in there too. Accoutrement. I'm a content creator, so I'm going to show you that. Watch. I open it and I close it because I'm a content creator. Okay, so 15 minutes from now and it beeps when it's done. I'm literally using my power station to power my air fryer over here and there because I'm a content creator, so I don't know which way is which way when I'm filming because I'm filming myself. Like, hey, it's me, how are you? Hey, this way, that way. But you can see. So, yeah, we're literally air frying at my potential, probably not, future property right now. Thanks, ABOK. Accoutrement. Epic. Accoutrement. ABOK. Accoutrement. Epic. Accoutrement. Epic. Accoutrement. All right, well, these things smell absolutely delicious. This should be going off here in less than 1 minute. I haven't actually pulled it open to see. Oh, we'll see right now. Good timing. I'm a content creator. I have good timing. I set up the shot. Ooh. Oh, yeah, those are nice and done. They're popping. The cheese in the crust of the American truck campers jalapeno papa dinner. The cheese has begun to ooze from the breaded, cholesterol-filled crust. The camper himself is an idiot, but he is also an outdoor content creator, and with his power station, has powered his Cook's Essentials egg air fryer and a $2 box, great value from Aldi, jalapeno popping dish. And now he's talking to the camera like a moron, because that's what he does to make $27 a month on YouTube, to keep a few thousand people happy every Thursday at 6 p.m. And just look at his face as he looks at the jalapeno poppers, knowing that after he lets them cool down for about 4.5 minutes, he will still burn his tongue anyway, likely, so you know. But he will be enjoying these and the smells emanating from his orifice tonight in the back of his 2019 5.3-liter V8 American-built muscle Chevy Silverado Trail Boss 1500 LT will be something that will be smelled for generations to come. Well, it was impromptu and unexpected, but I will never complain about eating another delicious meal on the shores of the Allegheny River, and I'm privileged to do so tonight, even if I'm pretty convinced that I am not going to buy this land. I'm picky and I haven't found anything that is hitting home. I'm going to sleep on it, literally here. I'm literally going to sleep on it. I'm an outdoor content creator. I have to be witty and quick and say funny things. I just don't think it's for me. I really don't. Oh! 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 Oh, that hits the spot. Oh, those are so good. All right, well, that was certainly delicious and very filling. Let's go check out the sunset on the river. I mean, not to mention the fact that I've been coming up here for 14, 15, 16 years. A microcosm of everything I truly adore on this earth. Aside from my wife, I love her more than everything else. But this, it's a close second. It's getting dark now. I want to get my bed and stuff set up before it gets dark, so when I'm ready to crawl back in there, charge my laptop, get everything ready, and then, yeah, I'm just set to jump in there. Well, like I said, impromptu camping trip. Gonna have nothing to entertain myself besides doom scrolling on my phone, or if I choose to read a book, which I don't read as much as I should anymore. I brought the laptop so I can watch movies, TV tonight, whatever. I do have a wireless hotspot on my phone, so I do have internet out here, which is nice, and cell service. A lot of these spots on the river valleys don't have good cell service. This does. That is a plus. A couple of the other spots I've looked at did not have cell service, and that really bites. But I am able to get my mobile hotspot to work here, and I have really good cell service, so that's a huge plus. But having this power station, the ABOK 3600. Virtually every piece of powered gear that I use for the outdoors anymore is not battery powered, it's rechargeable. So having a power station like this is so key. Got this. Let's do the... So this thing's awesome. I'll show you how it's set up again, but it was a gift from Jessica. Back seat for a pickup truck, complete full-size air mattress, so it goes across the entire back seat. Guess why I'm about to show you me opening this door? Guess why? Have you guessed? Because I'm an outdoor content creator. Like that. So then when I put the air mattress above it, this is the supporting of the edge of it. So let's go blow up the other side. So tonight the ABOK has cooked me dinner, charged my laptop, blown up my bed, and honestly I might, don't tell Jessica, but I might honestly bring it in the back seat with me and cuddle with it. Keep me a little warm. I'm an outdoor content creator. Sometimes when I'm camping, I get really lonely. You've been smooching with everybody. Cheeks, Boney Bob, ABOK, Cliff. The door's already open. I'm an outdoor content creator. Watch me shut the door. Actually, it's a bonus. I get to shut the door and then open it. Watch. What up with it? What up with it? What's good? If you're looking for a power station, I'm not going to tell you to go buy this right now, but if you are looking or in the market to buy or upgrade your power station, I personally think ABOK is the brand that you should try. So my opinion, and more info and links and everything else down in the description. Feel free to ask me if you have any questions or check out their website. They are also on social media. I think you'll be super happy with them, but I gotta get all this stuff put away before nightfall here. Being out here, anywhere really, Temagami and the Allegheny specifically though, it just feels like home. This property does not. I don't know. When I came to look at it, you'll see in the property tour video that I will upload sometime. I was going to upload it before this video if I planned to purchase this land and then make it like a surprise, like property tour video. Then the next week, do this video once I knew that I was purchasing it, because I would know by tomorrow at noon if I'm going to move forward or not. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands, but I feel very confined here, not because of anything other than the lot itself is huge. Again, 2 acres, but this is all the space that I have. Literally, if there were 2 pickup trucks here, I could pull forward probably another pickup truck length, right to like right there. I could pull forward a little further, but then my truck, if you put them back to back, before it starts to slant down the driveway to get in here, there's not enough room to do anything. At least I know, and at least I'm confident, so. And now it's 5:40 and it's dark. Cool. There's a really up noise coming from the woods right now. It sounds like a woman screaming. I was sitting in my front seat with the heated seat on, warming up. It's been dark for a long time now, and it sounds like a woman screaming bloody murder. Listen. Literally, I'm freaking out right now. I don't know what the hell that was, but that has me absolutely terrified. I'm not lying. Literally, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't know what that was. It literally sounded... Hang on, let me get... I feel like I'm being watched right now. This isn't even funny. I was on the phone. Okay, I'm going to get in here and I'm going to lock these doors. And okay, hang on a second. It sounded like somebody was screaming bloody murder. It sounded like a human. It sounded like a woman was being tortured or beaten. I was on the phone with Jessica and I kept hearing it. And I opened my door and it got more severe. Like it was more blood curdling. And I literally told her, as I'm picking up the camera to start recording, I said, let me call you right back. And I opened the door and it was really loud and it sounded really close. And now it just stopped. As soon as I got out there and started filming, I had my flashlight. As soon as I started talking, it stopped. Shh. Hello? Are you okay? Are you okay? Hello? Something's right over there. Hello? We're getting out of here. I'm getting out of here. Don't like the feeling that I have. I don't like that feeling at all. So we're gonna go. We're just getting out of here. Nope, not gonna stay. I feel very unsafe right now. I feel very... Okay, turn to Creed. I'm listening to Creed. I feel very unsafe right now. Very, very unsafe. And I can't just peel out of here. I got to come down this half mountain road. So if I need to get out of here in a pinch, I can't. Okay, this is not cool. This feels like a horror movie because I can't escape. And I had to switch back to get in here. I'm head in, so I literally can't get out if I need to. I can't see anything. I don't even want to have my window open in case of any Gibraltars out there. Just get me the out of here. And we're gonna I don't know what the nope, not doing it, not doing it. That was a lady screaming. My doors are locked. I'm 100% sure of that. I don't even want to open my doors though. Somebody was walking down here and it sounded like the woman screaming. Somebody was walking just beyond it. Nope, 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 nope. I'm not doing it. Especially when I don't have a quick escape route. We're not doing that. It was literally a woman. It was a woman blood-curdling screams that were getting more and more faint for about a 10-minute period. And I heard them through my sealed truck. I had the heat on, my heated seat. I was on the phone with Jessica. And then when I got out of my truck and started talking, it stopped. It sounded human. I don't care what anybody says. I don't know if I got it on camera, but it sounded human. All right, I drove about halfway back to the main road. I stopped. I'm just going to sit here for a few minutes with my windows down and see. I haven't driven far enough to where I wouldn't be able to hear that again, but I'm telling you, it was sounded like an adult woman, an older woman, screaming bloody murder, blood curdling, like severe pain or like they were dying. That's the way I felt. I heard noise through my windows being shut on the truck. I heard noises and it was like intermittent every 10 to 15 seconds, like a 2 or 3 oh, and I was like, I thought I was hearing things and I thought maybe it's some geese or birds or something. The river's right there, but it became more and more unsettling as I was on the phone with Jessica to where I literally said, let me call you right back. And I hung up the phone without hearing her say anything. And I grabbed my camera and I opened my door, start talking. And I hear the last 1 or 2 as I'm about to open my door. I don't know if it was recording yet at that point. I haven't gone back to look yet. And when I get out and start talking, it stopped. I've been in the woods 1,000 nights and I've never heard a sound like that. In my mind, that was 100% a woman screaming. I can't get the thought out of my head, honestly. It's scaring me right now. Hearing those noises in my head again, it's scaring me. Because in my mind, I'm 100% confident that it was a woman screaming. I honestly feel like I need to call the state police or something and just tell them what I heard. I'm shaken up by that. I don't know. I can't prove or verify that it was a human, but I'm in my mind and gut and lizard brain, that was a woman screaming bloody murder. I don't know if I believe in ghosts or spirits or crazy stuff like that. And I'm so familiar with this area. I've slept out here dozens and dozens of nights, even including Uncle Albert's, probably 100 nights. Camping cabins, tents under the stars. I'm honestly like, I don't know. I don't know. That was one of the more up things I've ever heard in the woods. I'm not buying that property either way, but I'm gonna stand by that as long as I live, as long as this video, that was a woman in distress. That was a woman in distress, 100%. I don't know what to do. I don't know who to call. It stopped. I sat there, I listened. I sat back there again and listened, and I have not heard anything, but it went on for about 5 minutes and then it stopped. I'm honestly, like, scale of 1 to 10, the hair on the back of my neck is standing up. I'm not like nauseous, but I have a pit in my stomach. My chest hurts because my heart has been racing. That was a woman screaming. I'm calling the police to report that because I have a gut feeling something.
What's your emergency?
I don't have the exact address. I'm in.
Griffin.
Yeah, hi. I'm out in. I was out camping and I heard, I believe it was a woman screaming in great distress.
So where are you, Sam?
I drove back.
Road. How far did you travel?
Probably a mile and maybe a little more.
Okay, and then you heard yelling coming from the Allegheny River is there. Do you think somebody along the riverbank?
I don't know. It sounded up, and I was on the phone with my wife with the windows up and the heat on, and I heard a woman screaming. And then I turned the heat up.
What was she screaming?
Just bloody murder.
Okay, so I guess what we're going to do is we're going to meet you. You're at the we'll send somebody down to speak with you, and then you can show them where you were, okay?
Okay. I appreciate it.
I think.
Thanks. Okay, well, I guess now okay, this is turning into a nightmare. This is absolutely insane. This is insane. Okay, I'm gonna get back in the car for a minute and gather myself right now. Now there's a tornado alarm going off. This is turning into, this is comedy. It's not comedy. I don't know what is going on right now. There's something in the air.
If you needed a sign to not buy that property,
Yes.
I think you're good enough.
I'm on the phone with Jessica waiting for the state police. She just said if there was, what did you say? Say it again.
If you needed a sign to not buy that property, there's more than one right there.
If I needed a sign to not buy that property, that's all the signs I need. Let me check back in with you when the police come. I'll record the conversation. Okay, and they said it's gonna take them 25 minutes to get here. So from the time I called, it's been about 20 minutes now, so they should be here any minute. But right, wrong, or different, whether they're here in the next 5 or 10 minutes, it's gonna be a 30-minute response time. So Jessica said, if there's any reason to not buy that land, several have happened today, and I'm not buying it either way. And now this. Okay, so we're gonna wait here for the state police to show up. I don't know what they're gonna want from me aside from info. The dispatcher said something about driving them back over there, but I'm not gonna not report something like that. I don't know what to do. I don't know. That was the most unsettling thing I've ever experienced in the woods. Even, man, 30 minutes and still nothing. The first road right there on the right. There's a property for sale. I'm truck camping up there because I'm supposed to let them know tomorrow if I want to buy it. And I all of a sudden heard this blood curdling scream like 50 times. Yeah, there's cabins. So I was north of here. Once you go down there, I don't know how long the road itself is, maybe 3 miles. I could show you on my map, I had the property marked because I was coming out here to look at it. So if you can see, do you mind if I show you? I don't want to reach in your car. All right, I'm going to go now. All right, let's go do this. This is... You could tell he's like, I don't know if he's like suspicious or like kind of just wondering what's the dealio, but okay. So they're gonna follow me there, and then I'll update you at some point. All right, well, they're following me. This is insane. My nerves are shot. I'm being tailed by 2 Pennsylvania State Police officers as we head down this 1-lane gravel road into the abyss. I don't. You can't script this. I don't know why this kind of crap always happens to me, but here we are. So you can see their headlights following me, and yeah, it's a little over a mile in, and I just don't I don't know what else to think right now, other than I know I heard a woman screaming bloody murder, and now the police are here following me to the spot. I would probably be willing to bet money the state police have never been down this holler before, so we'll see what happens. So we're here in there. There's that cabin thing next to the other property next door, so I don't know. They told me to hang out. They're gonna go drive up in there. They seem concerned. I don't know. I don't want to get them on film. I asked them, I'm not, this is, okay. I'm gonna shut off my truck. I'm gonna leave my truck on, actually. This is, it's fine. I'm just gonna stay here with my light. Never ready to go. They're checking out this cabin, and it's making me extremely nervous. This is the most thing I've ever experienced while filming a video. I'm shaking right now. It's cold, but I'm sweating and I'm shaking. All right, they've got their things drawn in there, checking doors and windows and stuff. Turn this off. Okay, well, be safe, and I wouldn't feel right if I didn't call, so whether it's nothing or something, be safe, and I just, you know. Thanks, brother. Have a good night. Be safe. Thank you. All right, well, they said they saw another house through the woods, and they're going to go talk to them, so... All right. Okay. All right. Let's get out of here. All right. They're out and about in the woods now with their flashlights and searchlights on. That entire time they surrounded that house or cabin next to my never gonna be property. They had their accoutrements drawn and were really, and I'm just trying to light them up with my flashlight, and they seemed very suspicious of me. And I don't blame them, being it's about I looked at the map, it's about 2 miles down this holler, stupidly gravel road, one way in, one way out. It's pitch black, even if it's only 8 p.m. right now, and they don't know what they're coming up on. I never thought about that house or cabin next to me, but that's the first thing he said. He's like, "You were camped in that cabin?" I'm like, "No." He's like, and he looked at it and he put his hand on his hip. You know what's on his hip? And I'm in shambles right now. I'll check back in with you in a minute and we'll close this video out. This is not cool. I don't have any, I literally have no words for everything that went down this evening. I'm about halfway home. I just stopped to get gas and kind of decompress for a few minutes. My nerves are absolutely shot. I can't really add anything more to the video than what you saw and everything I described. Those police officers did seem very on guard and suspicious, not only of me, but of the situation over there. And after talking with Jessica, I just was not in the right frame of mind to understand why I felt that way. And I felt that way because the vibe they were giving me was that they were concerned that something could be terribly wrong and that they're walking into God knows what. So they said they would call me if they needed an official statement or if anything was figured out, whatever that means. But I'm kind of at a loss for words. As of right now, I haven't heard anything, so let's just assume everything's okay, and that's all I can really say. I just hope everything's okay. I don't feel bad calling. I felt like I had, my gut told me to call, my gut told me to get out of there, and in situations like that, if your gut's telling you something powerful like that, follow it. I would rather have overreacted or made a mistake than the alternative. So I don't really have anything else to say. I don't know. I feel really off right now. That was very, very, very unsettling. One of the most unsettling things I've ever experienced. Be safe, be well, always trust your instincts, and do what you feel is right and best. And that's what I did tonight. Just say a quick prayer, whatever you believe, or send some good vibes to the whole situation in general. Hopefully everything just worked out and whatever. I don't know. There's no way of knowing. I have no way of knowing anything right now. And I'm certainly not in the mood to find out. So as usual, adventures always seem to find me. If I find out anything else, I'll be the first to let you know. I promise you that. I got nothing else to add. Much love to all of you, and we'll see you on the next one.